Have you ever looked at a world map and wondered how new countries come into being, or why some territories are considered states by some nations but not by others? It is a fascinating question, and the process of a political entity transforming into a fully recognized state is actually quite complex, often not as straightforward as it might appear. A political entity becomes a recognized state when it largely fulfills specific criteria under international law, primarily outlined in the 1933 Montevideo Convention on the Rights and Duties of States. Crucially, this transformation is solidified when a significant number of existing states formally acknowledge its existence and legitimacy. Meeting the legal criteria is a vital first step, but diplomatic recognition from other nations truly grants a political entity its place on the global stage. The Montevideo Convention lays out four key requirements. First, the entity must possess a permanent population, meaning a stable community of people living within its borders. Second, it needs a defined territory, which is a clearly demarcated geographical area under its control, even if its exact boundaries are contested. Third, there must be a government that is effective and exercises control over the territory and its population. Lastly, the entity must demonstrate the capacity to enter into relations with other states, signifying its independence and ability to engage in international affairs. These principles are foundational, providing a framework for what constitutes a state. While meeting these four criteria is essential, it is often not enough on its own. The international community operates largely on the principle of recognition. This means that a state, even if it fulfills all the Montevideo Convention requirements, might still struggle if other powerful states or a majority of the United Nations member states do not formally recognize its sovereignty. Recognition can be explicit, like a formal diplomatic statement, or implicit, through actions such as establishing trade agreements or exchanging ambassadors. This political dimension adds a layer of complexity, as recognition is often influenced by geopolitical interests, historical ties, and ideological alignments, sometimes overriding strict legal interpretations. For instance, consider the concept of constitutive versus declarative theories of statehood. The declarative theory asserts that statehood is achieved once the Montevideo criteria are met, regardless of external recognition. In contrast, the constitutive theory argues that recognition by other states is necessary for statehood to be truly established in the international system. While international law tends to lean towards the declarative theory for legal statehood, the practical reality in global politics often favors the constitutive approach, making recognition a powerful political tool. Understanding the interplay between legal criteria and diplomatic recognition provides a clearer picture of why certain territories, despite having all the hallmarks of a state, remains unrecognized by many. This dynamic highlights that becoming a recognized state is not just a matter of fulfilling a checklist, but also a complex negotiation within the global political landscape, profoundly impacting an entity's ability to participate in international organizations, secure its borders, and protect its citizens. This knowledge helps us appreciate the intricate process behind the world map we see today.